Good morning, beautiful souls. Happy Monday. It's a meditation Monday from a very wet and soggy south of England, but it's not anywhere near as cold as it was. So I'm going for a stint in the garden. The birds are singing. It feels like early spring. And what better on Monday morning than to start the week with a setting of energy and a setting of principles. So I want to run through what I understand to be the law of one this morning, and just it can be done as a kind of a brief meditation, just a setting of energy, a setting of principles, a setting of intentions for the coming week, for the day, whatever period of time. And I personally feel and believe that many of us on the spiritual pathway have been either consciously or unconsciously living by the law of one since I think it was the blood moon in September 2015. There was a very prominent shift in energy on that particular night. I don't know whether any of you remember it. I've talked about it in my workshops before. We had a trine of supermoons, and the last one basically was just an absolute spectacle. It turned bright red in the sky, and when I woke up the next morning, I was given the information kind of very clearly that our planet was now returning to the principles of the law of one. Now, these, as far as I know, and by my understanding, these were brought through by Diana Cooper in 2003. The law of one is grace, intention, manifestation, karma, responsibility, and unconditional love. Now, if you put all of those 6 qualities together, it makes a 7th pillar, and that 7th pillar is the law of one. Now, these natural rules or laws or spiritual laws completely preside over anything that is man-made on this planet. The more of us that are kind of consciously or unconsciously living by our own high standards, it puts the balance far more in the hands of those that are creating a 5th dimensional frequency. It's as we know, we're kind of living in a time at the moment where there are the so-called authorities on this planet are trying to impose more and more man-made restrictions on people, and of course that is completely against our nature, and we are rising up and living by our own principles. Now, on paper, in each of the countries, there is something known as common law, particularly in the UK. A lot of people are going to be finding this very useful in the coming months, in the coming year or so, getting acquainted with common law, the law that is above the kind of the diktats of whatever government are putting in place at the moment. So it's with the law of one, the principles are very simple. They were designed for the first Atlanteans, when the Atlanteans first took a physical body and started creating societies and spiritual organizations, and just principles by which to live correctly. So wherever you are, just take a few moments to tune into this. I'm going to use the first one, which is grace. So close your eyes and just set grace into the energy of your day today. You might want to call a unicorn or your personal unicorn in to just give you a blessing of grace. So everything that you interact with, every thought that you think, every deed that you perform, every action has the energy of grace flowing through it, and grace supersedes all energy. It's one of the most spiritually impeccable energies that we can use at any point in given time. So just feel yourself lighting up with the beautiful, bright silver energy of grace. And also receive a unicorn blessing to begin your week with. And some of you may even sense and feel the energy of grace falling upon you like iridescent silver snow. Breathe the energy of grace into your lungs, and as you exhale, just feel it filling your physical, mental, emotional and your spiritual fields. Recalibrate, set at this frequency. Grace. Grace everyone in your life, every soul that you touch, every single thing that you interact with, every task that you do, fill it with grace. And secondly, moving into the energy of intention now. Ensure that your intentions are pure. Okay, now sometimes when we're interacting with the 3D world, this is quite difficult. You've got to kind of navigate it on a 3D, you've got to navigate it at a 5D level. Just bring in the energy of perfect intention now. Now, intention is the building blocks for manifestation. What you intend to do is sent out as a beam of energy to begin the process of action. So just calling in the energy of the law of one and the facet of intention into your lives, into your day. What do you intend to do? Do you intend to touch the lives of others? Do you intend to live your day in peace? Do you intend to raise your vibration and that of the planet around you? Breathe in the energy of intention. Positive, perfect intention. And now move on to the pillar of manifestation. Manifestation is always one that we are striving to perfect, to perform at a much higher level. So think of something that you wish to manifest in your life, but manifesting it for the higher good at a higher frequency. What is your target of manifestation? It could be just to stay in a state of peace for the entire day. It could be to manifest your soul path. It could be to manifest a state of self-mastery. It could be manifesting abundance for yourself and for those around you. To me, the energy of 5D manifestation looks golden, so just surround yourself with this now. And if you want to, turn both of your palms upwards and just take a few moments to tune into the actual energy of manifestation and see it as almost like golden fire within your hands. And just know that you are a master of manifestation. You might just be still learning how to do this in a physical body. And with the process of manifestation, of course, all of the unwiring, the 3D wiring that prevented the perfect manifestation techniques previously, just know that they are all being cleared out at the moment, so that when we do move into the 5th dimensional frequencies on a full-time basis, you are able to create at the highest level for yourself and for others around you. Okay. Moving into the energy of karma now, which I always see as the 4th pillar of the law of one. Grace, intention, manifestation, karma. Just close your eyes and tune into the field of karma that is around this planet at the moment. Whatever you put out is returned to you, okay? So whatever you intend and manifest on a thought level, it's always held within a karmic balance. Now, we have left the wheel of karma, which means that we no longer reincarnate on this planet as souls with karma from our previous lives. We are now, karma is becoming instant. So whatever you create, you live in or live within that energy during this period of time. And this speeds up, this process becomes more and more powerful as we move into the fifth dimension. There is a lot, or there is going to be, what we are going to be seeing over the next 10 years is a large quantity of karmic rebalancing on this planet. Okay, first of all, it registers as an energy immediately within the emotional fields. For those of you that are sending out good vibrations, good thoughts, good intentions on a daily basis, this is recognized by the universe and it is amplified within your bodies and fields. Those out there that are acting with ill intentions at the moment, they are wearing this like a cloak of iron, and this will get heavier and it will get heavier. So do not worry if things seem unfair and unjust at the moment, because the universe always returns an energy that is sent out, and it's either amplified or it is filled with basically the golden energy of the manifestation that you sent out in the first place. So just tune into the karmic field on this planet at the moment. And you might be aware of the presences of the board of karma joining you, and particularly one master whose presence is very special all times. It's Ascended Master Kuan Yin. And she is standing there smiling with her beautiful pink dragon of love draped around her shoulders. Beloved Kuan Yin, and she's holding within her hands a beautiful bright pink ball of the purest light. And this is as I'm receiving, this is a gift for all of you that are working so hard at the moment. As within, so without. As you send out, you so shall receive. She is now offering every single person a beautiful pink ball of light to place within your hearts. So just accept this with gratitude and breathe it in. And her message is trust. Okay, trust in the process at the moment. For those of you that might be looking at the changes and going, how is this of the light? Kuan Yin is saying, trust the process, trust the energies, trust the universe. And saying thank you to Kuan Yin and her dragon for joining us this morning. And moving from the energy, from the pillar of karma into the energy of responsibility. Now this is one of my personal favourites. Okay, so the fifth pillar is the pillar of responsibility. Now I believe that we have more responsibility than we could ever possibly have imagined when we first incarnated and started doing this job at the moment. One of the pillars of the law of one is the law of responsibility. Okay, now many of you might have just been awakened to the level of responsibility that you have for yourself and for the people around you and the planet at the moment. Wear that with pride. Okay, you are an ascended master in training, or you may have already actualized this, got your ascended master boots on, and you are doing the job that you incarnated to do. Responsibility. Okay, every single thought, word, deed and action that you perform on this planet carries the energy of fifth dimensional responsibility. And during this incredible transition from 3D to 5D, we have all got our own personal soul lessons and missions and responsibilities that we are carrying out. So just tune into that at the moment. Tune into who you are, your master energy, your mighty I am presence, and the responsibilities that you have incarnated with to ensure that this process moves through swiftly, smoothly and effectively on this planet. You are responsible for your own process, for your own lessons, for the things that you are learning, the things that you are achieving. Stand strong in that light, in that power. And then moving very smoothly into the 6th pillar, which I always see as unconditional love. Okay, just take a few moments, centered your, be in a centered state now. Close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out, and just feel the energy of unconditional love all around you. And this is the energy that ultimately every human soul in physical form strives to achieve. We're moving from ego into love, which is heart-centered consciousness. At the very top of that pyramid is unconditional love, love without condition. Okay, now for many of us that is something that we strive to achieve, and like, how can we do that when there is so much in the world that is dragging us away from the point of unconditional love? And it's basically, if you want to know what the definition of unconditional love is, just imagine how your guardian angel feels about you on a personal basis. The angel that has been allocated to you for every single aspect or every single lifetime that you have incarnated in. Now, for some of those incarnations, you might not have been on your spiritual pathway. You might have been exploring other facets and other lessons, and your guardian angel will have had to have stood back from you and basically just allowed you to move through those lessons with no interference, no wishes to kind of deviate you from any path apart from the path that you are learning on. To love unconditionally without attachment, without the need to intervene and change something, that is, as far as I can see at the moment, that is a higher blessing of unconditional love that you can pass on to anybody. So just feel that within the center of your heart. Unconditional love. Love for every single soul on this planet, every single animal, tree, bird, flower, molecule of Gaia herself. And as you're tuning into this very light, bright pink energy, you might even sense and see a finger of light coming down from the 10th dimensional portal of the cosmic heart and just touching your heart center. And this energy is just being blessed by Archangel Chamuel this morning. So receive a blessing of unconditional love for yourself at this moment in time. And you may wish to pass this on to the planet, to the collective, to any individuals that you know may need an extra blessing at the moment. Just send out that love. You might even want to form a pink ball in your hands, very much like the one that Kuan Yin gave to you, and send it to anyone or anything that you can think of at this moment in time. And send it out as a gift of unconditional love. Just simply a blessing for the sake of blessing. And now, just go through the 6 energies or principles that you have invoked for yourself now this morning. Grace, intention, manifestation, karma, responsibility, and unconditional love. And just see them energetically moving into a single pillar. Unify them. And stand strong and powerful in that golden pillar of light. And say these words either in your head or out loud. I am living by the law of one. I am living by the law of one. I am living by the law of one. Okay? Now I hope you found that useful and it's raised your vibration and set you up for the start of the week. I have got a invocation to the law of one, which you may have read on my website previously. I will include that in the title on this. Okay, so happy Monday, wishing you a beautiful start to the week. and you'll hear updates from me on Friday. It'll be a proper ascension talk on Friday. Got lots I want to cover and work through. Bye for now.